What are your
Like,
feelings on this whole Team USA? There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of a
we
lot
talking
of
about the Jalen Brown
sponsors. Kind of
statements?
got to be pleased. This is an interesting Olympics Team USA is entering in.
You talking about the Jalen Brown statements?
I'm just talking about the overall Team USA. Where like LeBron being age 39, he's making the team come back against Germany, against
Yeah.
Sudan. There's Kevin Durant kind of injured. Why is Joel Embiid over there? He's allegedly on one leg. This is a very interesting Team USA we're seeing here.
Yeah. I think the NBA kind of realizes, I think like American basketball kind of realizes that the era is kind of winding down. Like, I also believe in that, by the way. I think like the era of like basketball dominance in the America, it's dying down. Like, you don't see like even this draft, bro. The first thing like teams did was invested in like project European players, the Atlanta Hawks and the Washington Wizards. You're seeing kind of a shift in the NBA where they're like going towards out of their own, and you're seeing that also in Team USA. It's no more the days of the dream team walking in and you're just dominating in every position. No, I think a lot of these guys, the American sports and basketball, NBA, they've invested a lot of money in their infrastructure, and it's showing out
Yeah,
because
it
now
is.
you're seeing these teams compete at a high level.
It is, but at the same time, it's hard to tell what exactly is the status of USA basketball because the players that get assembled on this team, there's a lot of politics. There's a lot of
100%.
hey, you're a Nike player, you're an Adidas player.
They're Under Armour.
Nike sponsors the whole event. If you watch it on
Yeah,
television, Nike logo every 5 seconds. Like what
the
I mean. There's a
uniform.
lot of politics. These other teams, like the Australian team or the German team, they're playing with chemistry. They don't care about the best players showing up last minute. You can't be on the team then. But
It's
the Team USA,
capitalism.
there's too much outside influence. As
Yeah,
the world
it's
as the world
capitalism,
gets
bro.
better, there's too much outside influence on this team.
Bro, it's capitalism. Like, that's what it is. They're not viewing it as winning or losing right now. Like, the players are sure, but what I mean is like they're not viewing us winning or losing. They're viewing us like, how can we get our brand out there? If you're Nike, how do we sell like Team USA shirts? Oh, LeBron is wearing it. Someone's gonna buy it at Dick's Sporting Goods or Academy or any of these kind of shops.
Kevin Durant right now is still hurt. Have yet to play any of the exhibition games, but that's a Nike.
Kawhi doesn't
That's a
play either,
Nike
right?
guy. That's a Nike guy. They got one Nike guy starting ahead of him, Devin Booker. As soon as he comes in the lineup, they're gonna substitute their Nike guy for Kevin Durant. So this is very
Yeah,
interesting. And then Joel Embiid, what is he? Skechers.
yeah. Skechers, like you're seeing a lot of brands playing their politics. So Under Armour wants their guy out. Obviously Skechers, they're the most popular shoe brand, but they're not viewed as hip. They're gonna try to view it as hip as possible, having him beat out. So a lot of these guys are trying to like dominate the shoe world, and that's the whole goal of it.
Yeah,
Is how do we dominate the shoe world and how do we dominate the market? It's no more, bro. Like team like Dream Team, for example, it was just like American nationalism on steroids, American exceptionalism. It's no more like that. I don't think these guys care all that much about it.
yeah. It could never be like that because that 92 Barcelona Olympics, that was the, I guess, signal fire. That was like
Yeah,
basically everyone around the world, they got to see Michael Jordan live maybe for the first time. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that kind of showed the Pau Gasols or any future the Ginobili's. They all watched
Dirk
him.
Nowitzki.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then they were all influenced, and now you're seeing those guys, the other children that they influenced, and every generation that keeps getting influenced, it's a bigger and bigger pool. So that gap has been, and plus the NBA is spending money overseas in different countries, cultivating the talent. So you add all those
yeah,
things together, this is what you get. You get a bunch of French kids coming into the draft, and you get Team USA with that looks like a dream team, but this team is a little bit older and doesn't have as much shooting. Now the gap begins to narrow down, and a lot of the US players, I know they're feeling the heat. They're like, oh, these motherfuckers are
yeah.
actually, they're balling. Like, oh, okay, I gotta
Because, dude,
come out here.
I'll say this: like for a guy in South Sudan, right? For him, this game means everything. But how much do you think it means to like a Team USA player? Like, forget like Anthony Edwards or Tyrese Halliburton. How much does it mean for them?
Ooh, this Team USA, most of these guys are getting like 70 mil from Nike.
They don't care.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. I
But if
don't
you're
know.
like, I don't know, if you're a South Sudan player, right? You're like, oh, hell yeah, dude, I'm getting the chance.
Yeah, you're getting a chance to play against LeBron and you'll make
Yeah,
a name for yourself. And maybe, they're going to get a look from like a Euro League or even the NBA.
100%, bro. That's what it is, man. You see, like, Dubai has really put themselves out there as to be like the next basketball or sports market.
Oh,
And
a
I think
sports
like
market in
that,
general. Sports
yeah,
market in
like
general.
UFC basketball. So I was able to post that where I'm like, you're seeing like basketball grow within that area, and like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, like you're seeing basketball just grow in general, right? And I don't know why our basketball players today are not ready for it.
I wouldn't really say they're not ready for it. They're just not. It's not. This Team USA is a really bad measuring stick.
Yeah,
It's too much politics. You got 39-year-old LeBron starting. You got Kevin Durant. He shouldn't really be out there, but he's trying to make his way back. Joel Embiid on one leg, but all these guys have at least 70 to 80 million dollar deals with Nike. Shit, Kevin
yeah,
Durant got $300 million deal with Nike. Like these guys have to be out there because they're not the sponsors. The sponsors are not saying it out loud, but this is the reason why they're giving these guys 80, three hundred
100%. Because
million.
they want to
Is
see.
it's because no, the Olympics is
Yeah,
almost like the Super Bowl of athletic wear, of like marketing
yeah,
their products. They're gonna come out
yeah,
with Olympic version of their shoes. People are gonna see the Nike logo from around the world. This is the Super Bowl of
yeah.
just the reason why they gave you that endorsement. For LeBron,
100%.
the reason why he got that lifetime deal, you better make sure that your ass is at the Olympics. Same thing for Joel Embiid with Skechers, and same thing
Yeah.
with Kevin Durant with Nike. They gotta be out
Steph
there.
Curry with Under Armour.
Yeah, they gotta be out there.
Yeah,
And it might be one of the reasons why we don't see Jaylen Brown out there, because the Olympics is really tied to the NBA and the athletic wear companies marketing themselves. That's what it's all about.
so what you're saying is like the NBA or these companies are more looking at them. They're looking at their bottom line
Now
instead of
it's not necessarily their bottom line. This is
yeah.
this is the Super Bowl. This is the done data for Nike, Adidas,
I
Skechers.
think this is more of a FIFA World Cup for these companies and not just the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect example. It's the World Cup.
Yeah,
It's the World Cup.
it's a
But
World Cup.
imagine it's a Super Bowl for a whole, I guess, what, month and a half or 2 months. Like when I
Yeah,
say Super Bowl, I mean I'm talking about the advertisements, the commercials during the Super Bowl. How it costs $4 million to get
yeah,
a 30-second space. That imagine that 30-second space on the starting five. To have Stephen
yeah.
Curry there, it's worth that.
LeBron James.
LeBron
And
James there,
the
yeah.
fact is, these guys are at the end of their careers, right? So you would think they'd market off of that too.
Yeah, but I bet you LeBron probably got like 3 or 4 sneakers dropping. That's all Olympic colorways this whole month of
Red, white,
August.
and blue. Same with Steph Curry, Under Armour. Same with Joel Embiid, Skechers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. The NBA basketball, bro, is becoming too brand centric in my opinion.
Yeah,
Sometimes, bro. Like I feel
it's a
like they're trying to sell
business.
me something instead of like me enjoying it. You know?
Yeah, it's that's the thing with Team USA. You see that it's a business, but
Yeah,
with Team France or with the German team, the Australian
yeah.
team, you see it's actually about winning. But with us, there's because we are the marketing. America's
It,
biggest thing is marketing.
it's cap. We're the house of capitalism.
Yeah, but
Like we sell
our
you something.
biggest thing that we're really good at is marketing. It could be
One
anything.
hundred percent.
Marketing war, marketing products, whatever it is, that's America's thing. And Team
Yeah,
USA is a marketing prime real estate for
yeah.
USA basketball. It's prime real estate. That's why Joel Embiid is out there
Mhm.
talking about it's 2 months later, I lost to the Knicks, but I'm still on fucking one leg. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, saving their own ass, bro.
Yeah, it's like why is Kevin Durant? The season ended like 2 months ago. Why does he seem like he's not good? It's pretty obvious that he's not good. They already played like 5, 6, 7 games, but they're still willing to start Kevin Durant. They're willing to start him. They're willing to start him at this point. He already
Yeah,
missed like
because
5, 6
Nike made the
games.
call. Nike made the call, and dude,
Yeah, it's a
these players themselves want to put themselves out there, man. For them, it's everything. They
no.
want
I
to
don't
put
think it's up
themselves.
to them. I think it's in their it's in their when Kevin Durant, LeBron, all of them signed with Nike. It's in the contract. The Olympic shit is important. It's part of the payment. You got to be there. Unless like a Paul George type of event happens to you, you got to be there.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, dude,
mandatory.
look, as a as a business, it makes sense. Like when I'm not against it, because it is a job, and you're getting paid to wear shoes and play basketball. I understand, but dude, at some point, I don't know. As a fan, it's kind of frustrating, bro. When these players also make half-ass statements like, "I'm not 100% this, that, and the third." It does get frustrating.
It gets frustrating, but I'm telling you, it's about to be revealed with this Kevin Durant situation. Watch them start
Yeah.
him. Even though he missed
Yeah.
all the exhibition games, all the Vegas games, they're gonna still end up starting him. And you ask yourself, like, why? Like the chemistry obviously is not gonna be right. Why the fuck are they
No,
starting him? Like Team
I don't
USA,
expect chemistry.
but
I don't think this team will have chemistry though.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Kevin Durant is gonna open up the shooting for them. That's if he's making his shots.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's weird. Like these other teams, they've been playing with each other for years.
Yeah.
Like I think it's
These other
stuff.
teams, they have chemistry, bro. The thing is, team basketball, it's these guys. It feels like more of a meetup. It's not like something they're training. And obviously, saying Kevin Durant hasn't been healthy, and he's on Team USA. I think Kawhi still on Team USA,
No, he left. He left early.
and they replaced him with Derek White. Is Derek White a New Balance guy?
Nah, Derek White is just a filler, so it doesn't look. And here's another thing. Good thing you mentioned Derek White. Basically, from what I'm understanding right now, Derek White is basically a filler who could come in. Maybe he doesn't get any shots, or maybe some games he doesn't get subbed in, but at least he doesn't have a brand that's gonna take a hit. They're afraid that if they get Jaylen Brown and he doesn't get subbed in and he sits
Yeah.
on the end of the bench, they're gonna say, "Look, it's the Finals MVP sitting on the bench and not getting no burn."
Well, let me ask you this.
There's
Kawhi
just too
obviously
much
got it.
marketing politics going on, man. Way too
Let,
much.
let, let me ask you this. Kawhi Leonard obviously is not playing his Team New Balance, right? So for me, it's like, okay, he's Team New Balance. Why couldn't they just replace him with Darius Garland or someone that maybe or Zach Levine, someone that maybe New Balance could market?
I don't think New Balance has enough real estate to dictate what goes on the team. I just don't think they have enough real estate. I think Skechers barely got in there.
The
I think
Skechers got bread.
yeah, they got money, but they don't have the real estate. They got Joel Embiid, and then it comes to like Julius Randle.
Yeah, Julius Randle, and I think Maxey too.
Yeah, but that's not enough real estate. Nike's
Yeah.
real estate in that dream team is crazy. Stephen Curry gave them that real estate.
Under Armour.
Yeah, which is Under Armour. But without
Yeah.
Stephen Curry, Under Armour wouldn't have real estate.
Because like the only New Balance athlete that's playing in the Olympics as of right now is Jamal Murray, and it's like Team Canada.
Yeah. But let me say this, it wouldn't shock me if these companies sometimes when they bid on these players, when they come straight into the league, it wouldn't shock me if they're like judging if the person will be talented enough to make the Olympic team based off of how much money they would give them. But I bet you they're calculating if they could be on that Olympic team.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I think that's why like Zach Levine gets a shoe deal. Is because like he's a good enough player to make the Olympics team. So I was like, why not just like try to gamble and see if he can actually make it for us?
Yeah, but Zach Levine is like a different level. I'm talking about like Adidas running to Anthony Edwards. They're like, oh
okay,
shit,
okay, I got
he's
you
up
now.
next. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about the real
Yeah.
guys.
Like a new superstar. Like
Yeah.
an upcoming superstar.
Like LeBron,
Puma
like
with
Nike.
LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
LeBron came into the league, Nike ran at him. Like
Yeah.
we think they ran at him to advertise like in America. Like that's what most fans think. But Nike really ran at him because they understood like he's gonna go to like 5, 6 Olympics, and they're like, that's our
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. He's gonna be a lifetime. The goal was to make him a lifetime athlete.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't be shocked if Nike made all the money that they're gonna pay LeBron for that whole contract in just that one Olympics. If they made all that money back.
Oh,
And some.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Team USA, they don't care about what goes on in the Olympics. Like, for them, it's like how they're just trying to sell.
Yeah, they're just
It's
trying to
unfortunate,
sell.
man. As a fan, it's unfortunate, bro. But it's like, I guess that's just where basketball's headed towards. I think that's just where the sports world is headed towards.
Now, you know
Because
what it is? It's just business. It's just there's too much business in Team USA. If South
Yeah.
Sudan or any other country had the same type of availability to make that type of money, have players have those type of sponsorships, and then companies make millions and billions off of them for just that Olympics, they'll be doing the same thing. They would be doing the same
Let me-
thing.
Let me ask you this: why can't we make it like the FIFA World Cup?
What do you mean?
Like FIFA World Cup is selling us, right? They're selling us shit, all kind of brands. Why can't we do that with like Team USA?
I don't. That's tough because the FIFA World Cup is only for one sport. That
Yeah.
the Team USA, the Olympic stuff is like it's so many different sports. There's
Well,
so
let me
many
ask you this.
fractured audiences.
What about like the FIBA World? What about the FIBA tournaments?
Yo, those are not respected that much. Not
Because
yet.
it's new.
Yeah, they're new, but they're not respected as much. But I think I would say if the NBA continues the way it is now, I would say like 20 years from now, like that shit is gonna be like a real tournament. Or you never know. It might take an incident in these Olympics where Team USA gets embarrassed or something
Yeah.
crazy or viral happens that everyone's pissed. Everyone, you know how Gilbert Arenas was pissed. Everyone gets mad on that type of level, and now we're taking the FIBA serious. We're taking
But did that
everything
happen
serious
before?
afterwards.
That has happened. I mean, dude, we lost to Canada, no?
Yeah, but everyone knows it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Germany, my bad. Yeah.
No, like I think a while ago, didn't with like Melo and LeBron and Allen Iverson, didn't they lose to like Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
You see,
And
back
remember
then,
they lost to Argentina and the redemption team and all that marketing stuff that happened?
yeah, but it wasn't as bad because the league wasn't filled with internationals winning Finals
Yeah.
MVP, winning the MVP season award every season, and then the draft wasn't, half the draft wasn't French. But now
Yeah.
when you fast forward and you got all these things, everyone's like Gilbert Arenas, they're kind of sweating. They're like, yo, like I thought this was our game. Like, who are all these motherfuckers?
Yeah, who is this new guy? Like,
Yeah.
he didn't learn the traditional way of basketball.
I'm telling
He
you,
started in the league early.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
USA getting smacked in these Olympics wouldn't be a bad thing because now you're gonna see how serious they take that shit going
Yeah,
forward.
it's ego. Like, at the end of the day, these guys have egos.
Yeah, but America has an ego. America is an ego.
Yeah,
like,
we as a country have an ego, but I'm talking like as an athlete, they have egos. Like every athlete has an ego.
yeah, but it's
everybody
different.
in di-
I feel like when it comes to the basketball, Americans think of basketball as our sport. That's us. We're the dream team.
Yeah.
That dream team, that shit has lasting effects. Most people see the way that they beat every team. That's how they think of
Yeah.
like America in basketball. Like that's how we think of ourselves. So that's why
Mhm.
Gilbert Arenas feels, a type of way that the South Sudan game was even close. Think about it. We won, and everyone's kind of like, "What the fuck was that?" You know what I mean?
Like well, how? Like why was this close?
Yeah,
Like people wanted a 50-game blowout.
yeah. Those are the dream team after effects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the after effect of the dream team. You still got that sweet taste in your mouth. You're just like, oh man, we just beat everyone up, and then, yeah, we got the gold medal, light work.
We're
But
the
now it's
bullies.
not like that. Just looking at this overall game, because the game is different over there. It's a 40-minute game. The inside the arc is smaller. The basketball court is slightly smaller, not by
Yeah.
much. But there's less possessions in these games, and we all know the superstars. Sometimes they like to James Harden shit. You know what I mean? They don't
They
value the
beat.
possessions as much. And then we
Yeah.
don't have as much shooting. So, and then the referees, They don't do that bullshit where they're reffing the player.
Let me ask you this.
Wait, hold on,
This is a
hold
good
on.
point you're making. Okay.
Hold on, my bad. I just want to say, like, the ref is not reffing the superstar. They're not saying, oh, that's SGA. He's going into the lane. That's a foul. You know what I mean? They're not doing that. They're actually reffing the play over there in FIBA or in the Olympics. They're saying, oh, Anthony Davis, that's a foul. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to give Anthony Davis that call he's used to getting. Like, these are the differences in the game right now. And I'm wondering if the players have enough chemistry to kind of, run the ship a little bit tighter.
Okay, let's say a humiliation happens, right? Let's say Team USA loses and they're out of the Olympics. Do you think the NBA would pivot to make basketball or the NBA to be much more Olympic, like to make it much more closer to the Olympics? Because now at that point, right, America is humiliated. You have to make it somewhat competitive, and you have to kind of like condition these guys to be used to like the Olympic whistle.
No, they don't need to change it because the NBA is a complete different product. The NBA, there's a reason why the NBA is the NBA. It doesn't look or feel like the European leagues. It's because they understand that just like the NFL, they got to tweak the product and make it good for TV. You see how the NFL, you can't hit the quarterbacks. There's a bunch of touchdowns, throwing the ball a long way. Yeah, the NFL understands that, hey, the audience likes red zone. They like touchdowns. So we're going to tweak it for that to happen a lot more. The NBA does the same thing. Hey, the spacing, we're going to move the 3-point line back. There's more spacing. We want more more dunks. So we're going to do 3 second in the key, then you have to come out, which I don't think in the Olympics they have that. You know what I mean? So they change the defenses, what's allowed. They tailor the product to make sure you can see a LeBron dunk all the time, or whoever's the guy like Jean Morant. They give him more space to dance. They allow different type of screens. They don't call travel. They allow more movement. You see all these little things, they tweak it because the NBA it's not regular basketball. It's an actual product. There's basketball and then there's the NBA. There's like two different things. I mean, it's under the same tree, under the same umbrella, but they're two different products.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when these guys, go play basketball on an international level with Team USA, they actually for the first time are put in the field of OG original basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the superstars, if they're really good, they're gonna make the adjustments. I know Michael Jordan, man, he's probably studying that shit, all the rules and everything over there. He probably, how competitive he is. He's like, man, I'm the god. I'm gonna tweak my game just for these next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like some of these guys, they probably
Kobe
think it's
did
light work, but it's really not.
No, it's hard. Bro, dude, anybody who can reach at that level is a competitor at one way or another.
True.
And basketball's a team sport. So if someone lacks what the opposing player has, they can draw up a play and get the buckets and get the stops.
But here's the thing, though, they're gonna have to draw up a play, right? But they're used to them. They're used, especially in today's NBA, the way that they made it today.
It's freestyle.
No, the spacing is crazy.
Yeah.
Now this Team USA, they're going over there. The spacing is tight. The spacing is tighter. So it's not the same thing. The spacing is tighter.
I think that also plays into like the freestyle. I think modern day NBA has much more of a freestyle when it comes to like the playmaking and kind of players can do whatever with the ball. The coaching won't be as tight with that. Like with European ball, it's more about sets.
Yeah, well, inside the arc is gonna be smaller, and these guys get 5 fouls, they're out the game. It's not even 6. So it's and it's less possessions, and it's a 40-minute game. So, but you know what? I'm gonna play this audio. Tim Legler actually spoke about this Team USA and what they should expect and what he thought about the team.
Yeah, I just want, people need to always get back to this point. Whenever you see an international team coming from the United States, an NBA caliber team, these are different roles for these guys. Yes. Basketball doesn't work that way, where you have a team full of alphas, team full of guys that are used to doing really whatever they want offensively on every given night for their NBA teams. Most basketball teams have a couple of guys at the top of the roster that fall into that category, and then everybody else sort of stays in a lane and they fill a specific role and they sacrifice parts of their game for the betterment of the team. That's a big time adjustment for all of these guys. You're talking about some guys that if their careers ended tomorrow, we know they're in the Hall of Fame. There's a bunch of other guys in this team that are probably going to end up there as well. And they're used to getting, on a bad night, 20 shots a game for the teams they play on. So I just think the way that we go about formulating these teams and just expect, because they've got more talent and these are household names, we can roll out a ball and they can just go. That's just not the case anymore. And I think basketball requires a rhythm and a sacrifice and a continuity that is very difficult to find in this amount of time. And that is why I think Team USA will be threatened on multiple nights in this tournament. It's not going to shock me to see them lose. We just mentioned some of the teams. Australia even could be a team because stylistically it's so different.
Yeah.
You know, I like Shanae's point about Canada. There's no doubt that's the most talented team outside of Team USA. But the one thing that's interesting about that situation is they're going to play like it's an NBA game. And that also might make Team USA more comfortable.
True.
Because the style is going to be exactly what they see every night.
Right.
Some of these other international teams that have the top guys, right? The top of the food chain players, like a Victor Wembanyama, but then everybody else falling into a role. It looks more like what actual basketball looks like rather than a collection of all-stars. And that's why this is continuing to be a challenge for Team USA to just run through it.
I mean, Team USA is a bunch of chefs trying to cook a meal. With the NBA, it's like one guy. With the other teams, it's like, for example, Victor Wembanyama makes the ending dish. Someone makes the
appetizer.
The appetizer. Someone makes dessert. That's just how it is. And I think he's right.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Ledger, he's right. Because like right now, like you're looking at it, down the stretch, every guy on that team wants to hit the shot. Why? And companies want them to hit the shot. Steph Curry hits a legendary three. Oof. Have him something say so charismatic. Under Armour can sell T-shirts and shoes off of it. Have Anthony Edwards say something funny. Adidas sell something off of it. LeBron or Kevin Durant does a big shot. Have them say the GOAT is here. Have them like both can say longevity, whatever, right? Team, what 21 and team year 21 and Kevin Durant's what year 17, year 15.
Mm-hmm.
You can have those kind of marketability with them.
You can. And good point by Tim Legler. He said the only time Team USA is going to run into the type of basketball that they know is when they face Team Canada, because all the NBA players that they got. So they're going to play in a similar style. But other than that, he even brought up my point. They're going to continue to play against teams in a original basketball format, which they got to build up the chemistry for that. Yeah.
100%, dude. I mean, dude, look at Team Canada, right? The biggest name there is like Jamal Murray, and you obviously like Kelly Oubre.
SGA, Dylan Brooks.
SGA. Yeah, these guys are not, outside of like SGA and like Jamal Murray, these guys aren't big names, right? But
they're not.
These guys know how to play with each other. Like Kelly Olynyk has played basketball for a decade.
Yeah, but
he knows.
Yeah, but at the same time, these guys are going to be playing kind of in the NBA style. We cannot deny that. These guys are going to be playing in the NBA style. Team Canada still. But when they play against Australia or France or even Spain, these teams play in the European original style. They play I can't even say it's a European style. It's the original basketball style. The NBA style is the outlier. They change basketball to make it more palatable on television. You know, to make the consumers view it more as entertaining. But that's not original basketball. What these guys are going to go play with in these next upcoming days, that's original basketball. And it'll be interesting to see if the superstars, how they adjust to it. Like it's a tricky dance, man, they got to make. But I'm telling you, man, this is for the first time going to be a slap. It's either going to be a good thing or it's going to be a slap in the face. Like, wow, after this, Team USA is going to take every tournament, every FIBA, every qualifier. They're going to take everything serious. It's not going to be like last year sending, Jalen Brunson and sort of the B team out there. They're going to continuously send the A team to make a point.
Yeah. 100%, and I think that's the best for the sport overall, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be best for the sport, but again, there's a lot of politics with Team USA, sponsorships. You know, it's just the NBA is trying to market certain stars. They may want certain people in there because they're planning to make a guy a certain figurehead. It's a lot of politics with Team USA, man.